Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be an episode on the severe weather that is going to be occurring across the plains and the Midwest. It's going to start around the Texas, Kansas, Oklahoma area, and it's going to move further northeastward into Illinois and Iowa. I could be focusing on the potential for a hurricane, could be potentially focusing on the flood threat in the east. However, this threat is already ongoing, and most of it's done, I think. However, it could still last into next week, which I might make a video on. Except, I just think it'll be a bigger deal for the severe weather, because I just think that the severe weather could cause more damage than because the Weather Channel is really exploiting this and really showing how flooding is dangerous and how badly they're getting slammed. Well, they just focus on the Northeast because they just want more attention. A lot of people from the Northeast watch their channel, and that's the sad truth. But so let's focus on the severe weather today. So you can see that this is here's the time frame in case you're new to this website, and if you are new to this channel in all, please consider subscribing. It really helps out a lot, and you'll be really you'll be happy that you did, because my videos are fairly decent, I think, and please consider liking the video. Feel free. And now let's move on. So here is the forecast hour, which is how many hours in the future. And you can see this is 22Z Friday, May 18th, 2018. And 22Z, that's around, I would say, I think like 5 o'clock. So you can see something around now, time frame where I'm recording this video. But soon enough, there is a low that comes out of the Rockies, or the Colorado Rockies, and this brings a lot of severe weather. You can see that some of these actually develop supercells, and that could leave a lot of rain, hail, tornadoes, possibly tornadoes, some strong wind gusts. That's a definite for sure. And you can see that's not going to be the only wave. That comes through, leaves quite a bit of rain, and you can see even some snow in Wyoming and Colorado still, which isn't a surprise. But you can see there's supercells right there. That's a supercell indicated by the NAM, and that eventually develops into a third and a second wave. A third wave sort of develops down here. So a lot to track, and some of these waves could develop and overlap each other. So some areas could see more rain than others, and you can see a fourth wave develops into Sunday night, and it quiets down a bit, but there's more severe weather on the way later on. So if you're wondering how much rain, this isn't really a good indicator because thunderstorms are very isolated. But you could see that if this does evolve into more like a MCS, mesoscale convective system, then this will be more widespread, and the rainfall totals could be somewhere between 2 and potentially, I would say, 5 inches of rain at most, widespread. But in localized areas, there could be up to 6 to 9 inches of rain if the thunderstorm stays for a long time or overlaps. But this is only goes out for 84 hours. This only goes out to Tuesday. So, and this is for the next 84 hours, how much rain you're going to expect. In the next 10 days, you're going to expect even more. So don't be worried that you live in Missouri and you're not getting any rain in this area. You'd be like, oh no, we're in a drought. Look, we're not getting rain for the next month. Calm down. This is only basically for the weekend. And a really cool thing I'd like to show you guys is if you go on the NAM and you go on thermodynamics and you click on 2 meter temperature shaded, you could actually see where the thunderstorms develop based on the temperature. It's a really cool thing that I actually discovered a couple of days ago when I was looking at the thunderstorms. I should have discovered this earlier, but I just, by chance, I discovered, and you can see 80s, 90s across a lot of the country, and then slowly you could see these, even though it is cooling generally, you could see these spots where it just cools much more rapidly. That is where the thunderstorms develop. That is the outflow from the thunderstorms. Here's an even better example. You can see there's a thunderstorm, and even a better example of this is a NAM 3KM model. NAM 3KM model is a great example. I mean, look at that. So let's move this back. So you can see 90s, 80s, really warm day today. And then look at that. That's just marvelous. Look at these. There's 96, and here it's around 60, 50 degrees. Let's see. I guarantee you there'll be a thunderstorm right there. MLSP rain/frozen. Yep, there's a thunderstorm right there and thunderstorm right here there. So this is definitely very cool, cool feature to look at. Also tells you if you don't have the option on the different websites to check the actual radar, you could just go based off this, and you can see there's a little outflow boundary that comes out from these storms. You can see 56 goes to 56 from 83 that day, 84 to 56, so quite a drop. And you can see another little pop-up right there, and look at that. That is just beautiful. I mean, it does not get more exciting than that. Look, there's a thunderstorm. It looks like a squall line of thunderstorms developing. You can see 65 under the thunderstorms, but the 90s outside, and that's basically the outflow or the cold air produced by the thunderstorm. And you can see that expands, and that is just something really. You can see that again right here. Look at this area right here, and you'll see these spots just overtake. It's just amazing. I'm sorry I'm getting so excited, but it's just so cool to see these things. And probably you're not as interested in this. If you are, then I guess join the club. But if you want to see how much rain the NAM 3KM is putting out, you could see a lot more defined and precise. But again, to how accurate this is, we don't know. But you can see, like I was saying, some localized areas here in the Colorado Rockies, potentially up to 6 inches. So a lot of rain does look to be coming, but the rain threat seems to be more significant across the eastern half of the United States, or northeast to be specific, rather than in the plains where the severe weather, the severity of the storms, like the wind, the hail, and the tornado possibilities are stronger. I would also like to look at the MLCAPE, MLCAP, and wind crossovers. And this is actually a measure of basically how much energy the atmosphere has to produce thunderstorms. And it's very high right now. And typically it is the most high. It's the highest in May and June and July. So this is one of those months. You can see some bright colors coming through. A lot of energy getting tapped in from the Gulf of Mexico. A lot of energy being brought in. You can see some of those bright colors showing up. So just goes to show you, the point of me showing you this is a lot of energy is being brought up. If we go right here, you can see colors like that. That's around 3,000, almost 4,000. I don't really know what unit this is, but yeah, I don't really know what unit this is exactly. Joules per kilogram? I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, anyways, it's a measure of energy. So a lot of energy is definitely going to be present throughout this time. Now I would like to shift my attention more into the long term. Actually no, I would like to show you the NAM 3KM first, and let's go to radar rain/frozen. This gives you a more precise view of where the supercells might develop. So you can see across the east a lot of rain, and right there, look, thunderstorms start erupting right across the border from Colorado into Kansas. Warm air develops into a squall line. Let me see if I could zoom in on this. That would be really cool, actually. So let's go north central. Yes, you could see this. This is just beautiful. I mean, these storms start developing, and look at that. It's just so bend forward because the outflow from this thunderstorms is so strong that it's pushing the storm apart, basically. And you can see it eventually does fall apart, but new ones redevelop right there. New little thunderstorm that develops into another squall line, potentially affecting Kansas City area, Des Moines, Iowa. And this, I don't think it's going to be a derecho, but you can see it goes from about central Kansas, a little bit more further east, from central Kansas to almost reaching into Illinois. So a derecho, I think, is 600 miles, which this isn't going to be a derecho, but derechos are really hard to predict. So I'm definitely not excluding this. And you can see some more scattered thunderstorms develop in northern Illinois afterwards, and Indiana, Ohio. So like I was saying at the beginning of the video, this threat seems to be shifting from, say, the Kansas area to the Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Wisconsin area. And the reason for this is because the low, which is the main producer of these storms, is also shifting, so the storms with it also shift. and that just makes sense, doesn't it? And so, yeah, that's why I love weather. A lot of the things make sense, unlike other subjects. No, but I would also like to show you now the long-term temperatures, just to show you how warm it's going to be getting for the next, let's just zoom back out, how warm it's going to be for the next couple of weeks. Is it going to be above average or below average? You can see in general, Sunday is going to be a cool day for a lot of the country other than the southeast, but still even cooler for the southeast rather than most of the other days that we previously had. But you can see warming up into just bright orange colors, so summer is definitely here. And it is really weird to think about the fact that less than a month ago, or maybe a little bit, I think somewhere around a month, I've been tracking snow across Wisconsin, Chicago, Wisconsin, Illinois, Des Moines, Iowa, Minnesota. I've been tracking snow, and now we're getting into, you could see the 80s, 70s. So there does seem to be a cooler period right here, cooler shot of air, May 29th. But again, we don't know how good this is going to be, how well this is going to, yeah, this actually does seem to cool out a lot. Wow. Let me go to the 2-meter temperature anomaly. Yeah, a lot of blues you could see. So we could be seeing warm conditions for the next couple of weeks or days. But then, if this would to hold true, then we could see a cooler shot of air. So that is a little bit concerning, because I just don't really like cold weather in summer. But if you like cool weather, then there's hope on the horizon, if you will. But again, this is not set in stone. But this is basically it, guys. The theme from this video that you want to get out is stay safe. There's a chance for thunderstorms, so be aware. Take an umbrella with you. Have a safety plan in case a tornado or a severe thunderstorm hits your area. And if you want further details and want to check this website out yourself that I'm using, go to tropicaltidbits.com. It is a very, very good website. I discovered it over a year ago, and I've been using it ever since. So feel free to use it. I think Levy Conan, yeah, he's a really nice guy. He lets us use this, so please, you just use this because it's going to help you stay safe. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Please consider liking the video. And as always, see you guys in the next episode.